Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a really essential skill for, well, absolutely anyone who puts words on a page. We're opening up the Writer's Toolkit to master the art of combining sentences.
So here's our game plan for today. We're going to cover 1. The power of connection, 2. Adding and emphasizing, 3. Contrasts and surprises, 4. Causes and conditions, and finally 5. Upgrading your toolkit.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, the power of connection, building blocks.
So think of your sentences like architectural building blocks. On their own, sure, they're sturdy, but they just kind of sit there. If you read a sequence like, she is smart, she is kind, it just sounds robotic, right? Almost like a machine wrote it. That's exactly the problem we're fixing today. But if you insert a connector in there, you get, she is not only smart, but also kind. You hear how incredibly smooth that flows? Connectors are literally the mortar that turns two totally disjointed facts into one elegant thought. They give your writing actual strength, structure, and frankly, a whole lot of style. Moving right along to section 2, adding and emphasizing, stacking information. Notice the escalation of the tools here. They all add information, but they do it with totally different levels of intensity. We've got and for simple, straightforward addition. Then we step it up to both and when we really want to place equal emphasis on two specific items. And then we have the absolute heavy hitter, not only but also, which we use for strong addition to really drive a major point home.
Let's start with the simplest tool we have in the box, and. She is tall, she is beautiful. I mean, it's fine, but it's super inefficient. By simply tossing an and to get she is tall and beautiful, we completely remove that clunky repeated subject and verb. It instantly makes the sentence leaner and just way faster for your audience to read. Now this brilliantly illustrates how we can step up the complexity. He plays guitar, he sings well. It's just a basic list of facts. Big deal, right? But watch what happens when we upgrade it. He not only plays guitar, but also sings well. This specific connector injects a real sense of impressive, dual talent right into the narrative. It makes
Logical connectors here. Because, if, unless, either or, and neither, nor. Honestly, consider these your mathematical operators for language. They dictate the exact relationship and the dependencies between two thoughts. They basically tell your reader definitively why something happened, or under what strict conditions it might happen.
Let's look at a negative choice in action. He doesn't eat meat. He doesn't eat fish. Say that out loud and you can practically feel how clunky it is in your mouth. Now try, he eats neither meat nor fish. Boom. Sounds instantly more professional, polished, and concise, simply by ditching that repetitive doesn't eat.
Now, I really want to focus on a very specific tool, unless. I like to think of this one as a grammatical lock. It establishes a strict, entirely non-negotiable requirement. In the phrase, the fire won't stop unless water is used, that word unless tells the reader that this specific condition absolutely must be met to change the outcome. It is incredibly firm.
I really want you to view these last few connectors as the finishing touches for a master craftsman. We're looking at so, that, who, and which, and as soon as. These are the highly specialized tools that give you ultimate control over your pacing, your dramatic cause and effect, and just a really fluid descriptive flow.
Let's look at expressing an extreme degree of something. The movie was very boring. I left early. Sure, it gets the point across, but the movie was so boring that I left early brilliantly illustrates how the so, that connector links the extreme degree of the boredom directly to its inevitable result. It makes the cause and effect feel completely, 100% inescapable.
Now let's talk about managing time and pacing. He landed, he switched on his phone, presents two completely isolated events. But watch what happens when we use a time-based connector. As soon as he landed, he switched on his phone. Notice how as soon as literally pulls you right into the immediate sequence of events? It creates urgency far better than separate sentences ever could.
Finally, let's look at embedding details without entirely derailing the flow of your writing. I know a doctor. He speaks 5 languages, forces the reader to come to a dead stop at a period and start a whole new sentence. Instead, try this elegant solution. I know a doctor who speaks 5 languages. Using who seamlessly embeds that amazing defining characteristic right into the natural flow of the narrative.